Well, I've been on a quest for the last few months for a pair of summer riding pants. I kind of failed with the leather ones. I bought some leather ventilated pants, so they were just too hot. Well, I'm going to check the old mailbox and see if the pants I ordered came in, and let's see if they're here. All right, they're here. Well, is this the answer to my quest? Stick around and let's go find out. In this package is a pair of Street Brawl ventilated Kevlar jean summer riding pants. I bought this with my own money. This is not sponsored content. $240 with shipping. Let's open them up and see if it lives up to what they say it'll do. After my failure with the leather riding pants, I'm hoping that this certainly answers my question. Okay, well, they come in a nice drawstring bag, okay? Street Brawl jeans, what a name. Well, the first thing I want to ask myself is how heavy are these? Do these feel like they weigh more than a regular pair of jeans? And I have to say, no, they don't. They feel just about, maybe they're just a tad heavier than regular jeans. Okay, I've got them unbagged, and quite honestly, they look like they're very well made, just my initial impression. The stitching seems to be well done. The back of the jeans have the AAA certified abrasion resistant. This is certified. In fact, Street Brawl has the EU type examination certificate to attest that these pants have been tested to EN 1709-2:2020, which is the latest standard. These are supposed to be rated for a abrasion resistance of AAA, which is the very best abrasion resistance you can get. They have knee armor and they have hip armor that comes with them. The knee armor and the hip armor are both rated level 2, and they are certified through EN 1621-1:2012. So what does that mean? What that means is that these pants are the highest rating of safety you could obtain in a pair of motorcycle pants currently. AAA abrasion, level 2 armor certification. It doesn't get any better than this. Now, these are ventilated for summer riding, and you can see very clearly that there are panels of mesh. They're down here on the legs, and they're up here on the hips, okay? I'll let them hang over a little bit so you can see them, okay? Now, additionally, these have very deep front pockets, okay? That's good. They've got a waterproof pocket right here for your phone. On the back, they've got deep pockets as well for your billfold. These are black, but you can get them in blue jean, and it'll look just like a regular pair of jeans, and from what I can tell, they're going to fit just like a regular pair of jeans. Now, they are boot cut, and it looks like my boots will fit in there just fine. Well, the next thing is let's put them on and go for a ride. Well, it's 91 degrees outside, so that should be a good test of whether or not these pants are going to be cool in hot weather. Sun is shining. Let's go out and give them a try. I'm sure by now you're probably asking yourself, Tom, why are you so wound up about protective clothing for motorcycling? You've ridden 55 years in blue jeans. What's the deal? Well, I can tell you what the deal is. All that time I was riding, cell phones didn't exist. And now they do. And the drivers are a lot worse than they used to be because they're not paying attention. I think we should buy the best protective equipment we can afford. If we go down, that's the only thing separating us from an ambulance ride and 6 months in the hospital. Think about it. Well, It's 91 degrees. I found some shade to park in and talk about the Street Brawl ventilated pants. The ventilation seems to be working. My legs are not hot. You can see that they do go over my boots, so the boot cut does work. The only thing I'm having a little challenge with is the armor that's in the knees. I wear a size 28 inseam pants, and these are 30s. And I think what happens is the distance that they tailor these from here to your knees for us shorter guys makes it where the armor is right here. So the armor is about 2 inches too low. I've got it set as very high as it will go inside the pocket, and so without altering the pants, I'm not quite sure how I can get the armor to set right on my knee where it needs to be. Other than that, the pants are very comfortable to wear while riding. They feel just like regular blue jeans. They aren't heavy and bulky. They're totally unlike the leather pants I had previously tried out. The ventilation seems to be working quite well. I'm going to go out and do some more riding and try it out in this heat and see how they turn out. I'll be back with you in a little bit. This has been our initial impression of the Street Brawl ventilated riding jeans. Now, normally on our channel we do 3 reviews: an initial impression review, a 6-month review, and a 12-month review. I believe you really cannot give a definitive opinion on a product or a bike until you've had it for a while, because you don't really get to see in those first few days of use all of the features and exactly how it works out. So you can rely on the fact that we will have another review of this in 6 months, and I'll let you know how they worked out over the summer. Now, this is our initial review, our initial impressions. So what are the impressions I'm left with this product? 1, outstanding safety. I've already gone over the ratings. This is a top-rated garment. AAA abrasion certification, level 2 CE armor certification. Doesn't get much better than that. The second thing is, it doesn't matter how good they are, if they're so hot you can't wear them in the summer. And that's the whole idea of having the pants. These pants work in summer. I rode them yesterday in the heat. The ventilation system works on them. My legs did not sweat. I was very happy with them. Certainly a lot better than that pair of leather pants I had that were ventilated I thought would work, but man, they didn't. These work. Third thing, weight. If they weigh so much and they're stiff and they're uncomfortable to wear, what good are they? It doesn't matter how good the rating is if you can't wear them. These are very comfortable to wear, and they do not weigh a lot more than a conventional pair of blue jeans. In fact, when you got them on, you can't really tell they're much different. Now, how do these fit? Well, they're a little baggy on me, but I think that's a consequence of my own measurements. And if you're much taller and have longer legs, I think you're probably going to have a fine fit. Comfort-wise, do they scratch when you wear them? No, they didn't. Could I wear these comfortably all day on a ride? Yes, I think I'd be very much able to do that. We did short riding this time, but over the next 6 months, I'll be doing some long rides with them, and I can tell you for sure how comfortable they are on an all-day application. So, what's my final recommendation? Go out and buy some? Well, this is just an initial impression, so I can't really say run out and buy you a pair. However, I think these may be the solution to the quest I've been on to find a pair of summer riding pants that are protective, they're comfortable, they're not too hot. This might be the solution. If you think it might be the solution for you, I'm going to leave a link down in the comments. And if you already own a pair, how about sending me a note in the comments about what your experience has been? Do you like them? Are they comfortable to you? How long have you had them? Have you actually had to go down on the asphalt and test them? I'd really like to hear a comment about that. So my friends, until next time, you ride safe, and I'll see you down the road.